drugs, sex, drinking, partying. I just wanted someone to love me, man. I'd built this image of a tough guy, of a cool guy, and all I wanted to do was go surfing and fight, do all this stuff, because I wanted this image, people to see what is on the outside, because if they really knew what's on the inside, they would have been shocked. There was a scared, broken little boy. A couple of people in my life very dear to me died, so I took off to Auzie and ran away and just partied and surfing. Tell your neighbour there's some good news coming. We were travelling around Aussie. We went to a place called Wollongong. We had shots in our arms of malaria because we were going to go surfing in Bali in a week's time. We go past this church and they had a youth service on, so we went in. Went into this church. I didn't really do church. I didn't really like church. I thought Christians were weird. So I'm sitting there, arms folded, thinking this is ridiculous. This is so not my scene. But you see, the preacher, he said this one sentence. He said, Jesus was a good shepherd, and he left 99 sheep to go and find the one. And I thought to myself, I wonder if Jesus would ever come and find me. As I was contemplating that, I felt this warmth going up my arms. I freaked out. I didn't know what it was, but it felt so amazing, man. And I'm in this service, this warmth's going up my arms. I'm not sure what's going on. It started filling my chest. I start weeping like a little baby. I'm blowing snot over the lady beside me. I'm having a moment. It was so embarrassing, but yet it was so beautiful. I remember it was like it was yesterday. I was making such a scene that the preacher stopped preaching and said, "Sir, you need to come up the front." I went, "No way." I was doing that with my head. There was no way I'm going to the front of that church. You know, because my mind was saying, you don't want to do that. This is ridiculous. This isn't really happening. You don't want to do that. I want to tell you that the devil is a liar and he's the father of all lies. What lies have you believed? Because we need to break those. We need to divorce those lies tonight, man. Because this room is full of sons with a dad that's madly in love with them. It was like God had lassoed my heart and he was pulling me down the front of that church. I just walked down the front of that altar and I just started weeping like a baby, man. It was just so beautiful. I don't even know the prayer that I prayed that night, but what I do know is that night changed my life forever. My question tonight is where are you with Jesus? Where are you at with Jesus? If you were to die tonight, would he say, "Welcome, son. I love you. I've always loved you"? Or would he say, "Depart. I never knew you"? I tell you, there's one color that God's after, and it's white hot. Is your heart white hot for Jesus? Have you accepted that he died on a cross to pay a price for you? That he got beaten, he got mocked, a crown of thorns above his head. They beat him so bad, he was unrecognizable, the Bible says. His skin was hanging like ribbons. They nailed him to that tree for you and me, man. That's my Jesus. That's the Jesus that came into my life and changed it forever. My question is, what are you doing with Jesus? Because I want to tell you there's one thing that will keep you in your seat, and that's fear. Fear of worried about what other people think. Fear is the most disgusting plague to ever hit the church because it holds so many people back. It's false evidence appearing real. He loves you so much. He is love, and he wants to radically pour that love into your life. All those pains, all those hurts, all those actions, all that gobbling, all that stuff, he wants to come in tonight and just clean it all up and just pour his love into you. That's what he did to me. And you see, the thing is, if he can do that to me, he can do that to you tonight.